true camping horror stories. Welcome to our spine-chilling exploration of chilling true camping horror stories that will make you think twice before pitching your tent in the great outdoors. In this video, we'll dive into a collection of real-life accounts that will send shivers down your spine and keep you on the edge of your seat. From eerie encounters with mysterious figures lurking in the shadows to unsettling noises that echo through the night, these tales remind us that nature can be both beautiful and terrifying. True story number 1. The Vanishing Camper. It was a crisp autumn weekend when a group of friends decided to escape the hustle and bustle of city life for a camping trip in the remote woods of Pine Hollow. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows among the towering pines, and the air was filled with the scent of damp earth and fallen leaves. Among them was Jake, an adventurous soul known for his love of exploring the unknown. As night fell, the group gathered around the crackling campfire, sharing stories and laughter, unaware of the chilling events that were about to unfold. The next morning, Jake was nowhere to be found. Initially, his friends thought he had wandered off to explore, but as hours turned into a day, panic set in. They scoured the area, calling his name, but the only response was the haunting rustle of leaves, and the local authorities were alerted, and search teams combed the woods, uncovering eerie clues. A torn piece of Jake's jacket snagged on a branch and strange footprints leading deeper into the forest. Each discovery heightened the tension, leaving everyone to wonder what had happened to Jake, and was something sinister lurking in the shadows. True story number 2. The Watchful Eyes. Nestled deep within the dense woods, a remote campsite offered the perfect escape for Sarah, a solo camper seeking solitude and tranquility. The towering trees loomed overhead, their branches swaying gently in the evening breeze, creating an atmosphere that was both serene and isolating. As night fell, the crackling campfire cast flickering shadows, but an unsettling feeling crept over Sarah, as if unseen eyes were watching her every move. At first, she dismissed it as paranoia, but strange occurrences began to plague her nights. She heard faint rustling in the underbrush, and the distant snap of twigs echoed through the stillness. Each time she turned to look, nothing was there, just the oppressive darkness that seemed to close in around her. Sleep eluded her as she lay in her tent, heart racing, convinced that someone, or something, was lurking just beyond the glow of her fire. Then, one fateful night, she awoke to the sound of heavy breathing outside her tent. Mustering her courage, she unzipped the flap, only to find a pair of glowing eyes staring back at her from the shadows. She wasn't alone, and whatever was watching her had no intention of letting her leave. True story number 3. The Uninvited Guest. A group of friends set out for a weekend camping trip, buzzing with excitement as they arrived at their chosen spot by the serene lake. They pitched their tents, planned a hearty barbecue, and eagerly anticipated nights filled with laughter and stargazing. The atmosphere was electric, with the promise of adventure hanging in the air. However, their idyllic getaway took a dark turn when a mysterious stranger appeared at the edge of their campsite. Dressed in tattered clothing and with an unsettling grin, the stranger introduced himself as Tom. At first, the group welcomed him, sharing stories and food around the fire. But as the night wore on, Tom's questions grew increasingly intrusive, probing into their plans and personal lives. His unsettling gaze lingered too long, and an air of discomfort settled over the group. They exchanged wary glances, sensing that something was off. Just as they decided to ask him to leave, Tom abruptly stood up, his demeanor shifting. "You shouldn't be here," he warned, his voice low and serious. "This place isn't safe." With that, he vanished into the darkness, leaving the friends shaken. As they packed up to leave, they couldn't shake the feeling that they had narrowly escaped a far more sinister fate. In today's video, we've journeyed through 3 chilling camping horror stories that remind us of the thin line between adventure and terror, from Jake's mysterious disappearance in the depths of Pine Hollow to Sarah's unsettling experience with the watchful eyes lurking in the shadows, and finally, the unnerving encounter with the uninvited guest. Each tale highlights the themes of fear and isolation that can accompany a seemingly innocent camping trip. These stories serve as a stark reminder that nature, while beautiful, can also harbor dark secrets. They encourage us to reflect on our own camping experiences. How often have we felt that eerie sensation of being watched or encountered unexpected visitors? If you enjoyed these spine-tingling tales and want to hear more, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with fellow horror enthusiasts. we have plenty more chilling content waiting for you. So stay tuned for our next exploration into the unknown. Remember, the woods may be calling, but sometimes it's best to heed the warnings and stay alert. Until next time, keep your campfire burning.